Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Kevin, and this is Discovering NL with Kevin. And today, I've got something really fun lined up for you. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to all of you who watched my last video. It was titled, Newfoundlander Reacts to How Many Australian Accents Are There, Really? And you can watch that video right here, but wait until this one's done first. Reading through your comments was such an incredible experience. I learned so much from all of you. And honestly, I hope that I can keep learning with each and every video more about the beautiful country of Australia. Today, we're going to be diving into a whole new thing. I can't wait to watch this one here because it's phenomenal. It's titled 28 Slang Words and Phrases. And I can't wait to see what surprises are in store. I love slang. I love slang words. I'm a Newfoundlander. We've got plenty. And I'll tell you all about it sometime. But today, I want to learn about the Australian ones. But before we go and watch that, I just want to remind everyone, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You can also like the video by clicking the like button, and then, watch this. Subscribe, and then, right there, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's watch this video together. 28 Australian slang words and phrases. Here we go.
All right, are you Australian?
I certainly am.
And can you give me any words or phrases that are typically Australian?
Subtitles available below. Should I? No. I've gotten really good at understanding a lot of different accents and dialects. I'm going to try to venture into this one here without subtitles. Wish me luck.
Australian. Slang.
Bogan.
Bogan. Okay, and you have to explain it because people are watching this that don't know.
Okay. Maybe I should put the subtitles on. Should I say Bogan or Borgan? I learned from the last video I watched about Australian accents that there are some, I guess, dialects or accents in Australia where they don't pronounce those R's quite well. So I don't know if she's saying Borgan or Bogan and not really pronouncing that R.
So a bogan is like a person who, well, I don't know, basically around here you can probably see a lot of bogans. They do tend to hang around Cavill Avenue. They're kind of someone who drinks a lot of beer, doesn't really care about what they look like, what they do with
that guy.
Just, I don't know. There are lots of nice bogans though, and then there are lots of really mean bogans.
But can you call a bogan, or is that?
I feel like we all have a bogan in our family. Borgan. If you want to show me how to spell that in the comments, please do. But I feel like we have everyone has one of those in our family. I can have a few in mind.
Gonna get you in trouble.
No, that can get you in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crosses a lot of lines.
Well, we have an obsession with shortening things, so I suppose like scarnon, what's going on.
Can you say that again?
Scarnon.
Scarnon.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, mate?
Scarnon. What about you?
We have a very similar one in Newfoundland, actually. So he's saying scarnon, I get it, or it's going on, what's going on. We actually have probably, I think it might be the shortest conversation you can ever imagine. Talk about shortening things up. So I'm going to share this story with you right quick. We'll get back to the video. I apologize if I'm pausing it already so fast. This is only the second slang word or phrase, but there's a shortest conversation of two fishermen passing by each other. One is leaving from one fishing location and the other one's going kind of in that direction that that person just came from. And the conversation would go as this as they're passing by. Arn? Narn. That's it. One saying Arn, which is, are there any fish? The other one saying Narn, no, there are none. So, like that.
Well, we've also got a word for what people would say sweatpants. We call them tracky dacks.
Yeah, tracky dacks. That's for sure. Petrol station is servo.
Liquorland is bottle-o.
Bottle-o. There's a lot of O's in things.
Swimmers, we say cozies.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Cozies? I mean, that's probably what I would call my cousin.
Yeah, there's a big one in primary school. So if you're wanting to tell someone no, you would say yeah, nah. Or if you're wanting to say yes, you'd say nah, yeah.
I love that. Yeah, no. That is awesome.
Yeah, nah means no. Nah, yeah means yes.
no. Yeah, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the servo. is the service station. There's
And,
got a Yui for a U-turn. The bottle-o is the bottle shop.
I got one.
Oh, you go.
You got, instead of saying afternoon, you say arvo. That's what you do in Australia.
Avo instead of afternoon. So I wonder if I can learn some of this and bring it to Newfoundland. Maybe I could introduce some Newfoundland or some Australian slang to my fellow Newfoundlanders and Labradorians.
Yeah.
Avo. I like that one.
Say Christmas, you say Chrissy. To say present, you say Prezzy. So Christmas present would be Chrissy Prezzy.
First up, Macca's. Good old classic, that's McDonald's.
So I will say too, I'm noticing a lot of these people are young. So let me know in the comments. Is this slang that's probably more, I guess, in tune with the younger generation? Because I know that, again, you know, obviously there's different slangs in different generations. I hear my kids use slang words all the time. Some of it drives me insane, but then I realize I had a buttload of those when I was younger. So maybe I shouldn't let it go, you know, drive me as crazy as it does. But I'm wondering if some of this, if it's more common Australian slang amongst the populace, regardless of generation, or is this more of a younger group? Let me know in the comments.
You got anything good?
It's weird, but when I first came here, I didn't know what an ambo was. It's an ambulance.
Muzzed, which is like my favourite word, and it just means messed up.
Cheeky Barbie, that's like a barbecue.
It almost sounds like it would have been short for like a barbecued chicken. Chicky Barbie.
Yeah, like in the afternoon, it's called an arvo. So we're going for arvo drinks tonight.
She's an avo.
Having a bevy, like a beverage.
Grog, isn't that like?
Grog. That's an old one. That's an older one.
Liquor? Yeah.
Can you explain it? Yeah. What is it?
Liquor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoko, isn't that like a break?
Yeah, yeah, breaks.
Drongo is an old slang term for idiot.
Yeah.
Here's
Drongo.
another one. Instead of
I think we have a few drungos. Everyone has a few drungos in our family as well. I like drungo. You know what I like about this? I can see me using some of these slangs already. I'm already picturing in my head calling somebody a drungo and them having no clue what I'm talking about. That is awesome. I can't wait.
instead of saying cigarette, it's duzzer.
I was just thinking that.
I thought she was going to say Siggy. Honestly thought she was going to say Siggy based on, you know, earlier and everything was like, you know, with an E at the end of it kind of a thing. And I would have said Siggy, but no, that's interesting.
Taking a duzzer.
VB, Victorian Bitter, or a Bogues Draft.
Can you what is that? People don't
It's
know.
best beer on earth.
A thing that Aussies do is we are like grammatically incorrect. We never say, how are you going? We say, how are you doing? Is that like wrong? How are you doing? How you going? How you going?
How's it going?
Another thing that's wrong is shrimp on the barbie. We don't call them shrimp, we call them prawns.
Yeah, hold up.
And you don't cook them on a barbie, you boil them.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah, we don't do shrimp on the bar. We do barbies, but we don't do shrimp.
Something I learned.
So I've heard that phrase before, shrimp on the Barbie. And I think that was probably used in kind of a mocking way. But I wonder why people would come up with that if you're not actually putting shrimp, maybe in a skewer once you've boiled it, and you're skewing it with some more meat, I guess, maybe, I don't know.
Coming to the Gold Coast was that everyone ends their sentences with but. So you like, you know, when instead of saying though, you say but. So you like, it's good but, or
But then you don't follow it with anything
you
else.
don't follow it
It's
with
just-
anything else.
okay.
Yeah, it's just but.
No problems. No worries.
I know that wouldn't confuse people. You know, you end the sentence with but, and then the person who's not familiar with this kind of lingo is waiting for you to come on and what are you butting? What's the interjection here? That's funny. I like that too, though, because we have. I mean, in Canada, we're known for a, right? I mean, the country of Canada, we're known for finishing sentences off with a. So you know, you can say like, you know, what are you going at later on this evening, eh? In Newfoundland, we have by. We'll add by. It's just B apostrophe Y. What are you going at later, by? But but would probably confuse people. I like it.
Apparently that's very Australian. I have an American friend. No worries is not said anywhere else.
No wases.
No worries. No, we see that here, actually. That's a Newfoundland thing as well. No worries. I like that.
No worries. I mean, we shorten names to everything because we can't just say the whole thing, like Bazza, Shazza, like Barry and Sharon, yeah.
My name is Lauren, in case you were wondering. So Lauren Loza, chucking the za on.
So do you just add like Uzza? Is that just shorten it to Uzza? Like, would you say my name, Kevin, would be like Cuzza? I don't know. Am I onto something here? Or am I like totally off? There's like a rule to it that they're not explaining to me.
On everything. What else? Well, I'm just going home to chuck a shrimp on the Barbie, actually, now that you ask.
She's putting shrimp on the Barbie. Haha.
Yeah, but we don't actually do that. That's.
Don't we?
I've never heard anyone say
Maybe
that.
a big shrimp.
Yeah, we call it prawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you lying to me now? Are you actually Australian?
Yeah.
Prong. Is that what you call shrimp in Australia? Prongs? So we're not putting shrimp on the Barbie, we're putting a prong on the Barbie? Maybe?
Absolutely. I've got some shrimp in my bag.
So like get on the piss, so get on the alcohol, so get smashed basically, get drunk, and then after the bottle, you know, go to the bowler, get your piss, and get drunk, drive home, get smashed. Don't do that, but
Even though you explained it, I think half the people aren't going to understand.
Yeah, fair
Can you do it slower?
Right, yeah, so get on the piss like.
I think I understood what he was saying. Easy enough. Get on the piss, get on the booze, get on the beer, drinking, getting drunk. He did mention driving impaired. And he said, but then he said, don't do that. Yeah, he's right. Don't do that. Don't drink and drive.
Get on the alcohol, get smashed, get drunk. Yeah, so yeah, that's really what it is.
So you guys are from Germany.
Yes.
Have you heard any Australian slang since you arrived?
For sure, but
Or any that you didn't understand that I could explain?
but don't remember.
Can't really we just know like good day and mate and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think I know the other words.
Hey, let me teach you one.
Yes.
Arvo.
please.
Do you know what that means?
Again?
Arvo.
No.
A-R-V-O.
A-R.
V-O.
See, there he is. So he just spelt that out, A-R-V-O, but it sounded like he was saying A-V, Avo, Arvo, right? Avo. I know what that means now. It's afternoon, evening.
V-O.
It means afternoon.
Arvo.
Yeah, so this Arvo is this afternoon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's very popular in Australia.
This Arvo, this afternoon.
Well, that's yours. You use it. Use it now. Whenever.
I'm going to use that.
So yeah, I went to the Pacific Fair this Arvo. It was good.
Perfect. And then just chuck mate on the end. Mate.
Hey mate, I was at the Pacific Fair.
At the end.
Arvo. It was really nice.
Are you Australian?
Maybe.
Wow. Okay. That was short, but fun. 28. That was 28 Australian slang words and phrases. And yeah, thank you for that video. And hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if there are any slang terms or phrases they might have missed. But I did really enjoy learning about those slang words. And if there's any of your favorites, let me know. And what about the ones that were mentioned? You know, of those slang words that were mentioned, how many of them do you use on a regular basis? And I really want to know, again, looking at this was a lot of young people. I really want to know, is this common Australian slang words, or is this probably more what you would hear younger people say? Because I heard a couple of them say that this is an older slang word. So I'm wondering if the slang words they're using are more younger people. Because I love learning about slang. And again, I grew up in the in the 90s, and our slang words are much different than what's being used today, although I've been hearing some of them coming back. Totally tubular. That was probably more 80s, but still. Cowabunga was a fun one. But yes, I mean, there's a lot of slang, but it was really the youth that was using it. And so now I can say it to my buddies, but my kids don't use it as much. Like I said, a couple are creeping up, but my kids have their own slang that they're using, and it sounds so weird. Or in their terms, in a slang word, it's cringe. Yeah, that's the word they use. It's cringe when I try to use their slang. So I'm wondering, if I were to use some of that slang, would I be cringe? Or is that slang that's kind of just like, hey, everyone's using it, everyone's saying it? Really love to know. Let me know in the comments, of course. And always let me know about some of the videos you would like me to react to next. I do have a couple in the pipes right now from some of the comments I have been receiving. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait to share those with you. And of course, as always, please go ahead and like the video. Where are we at? There we go. And subscribe. That's the one. And then notification bell as well, so you don't miss any of our updates here on Discovering NL with Kevin. Also, don't forget to go down into the description of this video. Take a look at my socials. I do offer live virtual tours. They are 100% free. and you'll get to experience Newfoundland and Labrador from the comfort of your own home. At the time of recording this video, it is a couple of days prior to me actually going up to Lansa Meadows in the northern tip of Newfoundland, where you'll find a Viking settlement. That's right, the first Europeans to ever venture into North America. It happened around 1000 AD, and it was likely Leif Erikson with some Norse men, Vikings that had traversed to northern Newfoundland long before Columbus and Cabot, or Caboto, if you want to go with his actual name. Long before those guys, long before Jacques Cartier came this way, the Vikings were here. And I'll be actually on the Viking settlement there, walking through, showing you what the Viking life would have been like. Their huts. There are actors there that'll be acting as Vikings. You could experience some of that. That's happening this weekend. I'm also heading up to a place called Woody Point, which is in Grossmoor National Park. Both of those locations are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So if you are watching this video before July 28th, 2024, click on the links, the description down below, and go to the description, click on the link for my socials. You'll see where you can sign up for that free virtual tour, be a part of that. And if you're watching this video after that, fret none. I'll be doing a lot of great virtual tours and webinars about Newfoundland and Labrador, so you can still stay tuned for those coming up later on in the future as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all of your amazing support so far in my videos and in my React series, learning more about Australia. Until next time, everyone, bye for now. Did you enjoy that video? Well, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you didn't miss out on any of our future videos. Also, check out this one right here. This was a good one. You might enjoy that one, or maybe that one there is more your style. Either way, check them out and enjoy.